I'm in Devon today. I am indoors. As you can see, I've got my watt bike set up because what I'm going to do today is a ramp test. So a ramp test is a kind of fitness test that you can do in order to set your power training zones if you train with power. And because I've had a bit of a funny season with lots of illness and time off the bike, and I just generally feel really weak and out of shape, I realised that I really need to see where I am so that when I start my next block of training, I make sure that I'm training in the right power zones. So I don't particularly enjoy fitness tests like this. They're meant to be, well, they're not meant to be awful, but if they're not really hard, then you're not trying hard enough. However, I've heard that the ramp test isn't as bad as an FTP or as Sufferfest's 4DP, which I did last year. And let me tell you, that was probably the worst thing I've ever done. So with a ramp test, you increase your power every minute, and you have to sustain a certain power each minute in increasing levels until you can't sustain it anymore, and that gives you your final result. I'm using Trainer Road. They had someone sent me very kindly, Chris, thank you Chris, sent me a free month code for Trainer Road. It's like an online training program, and they have a ramp test built into their app. So I figured I'd give it a go. I've got it loaded up on my iPhone. I've paired it with my watt bike and with the heart rate monitor that I'm using, which is a Bluetooth heart rate monitor. And here it is. Can you see that? That's the ramp test. So, oh, actually it's 25 minutes, not 20. But I think the first 5 are probably really steady pedalling, and then it just gets harder as it goes on. I'm going to jump on the bike, I'm going to get going. I'll talk you through it as much as I can. I think it's only the last bit that's really hard, I think. You have to be really mentally prepared for these sort of things, and I'm not sure I am, but anyway, let's go. Ugh. Why do I do these things? No, I need to know. I need to do this. I need to know where I am. I hope my result isn't too depressing. I feel really out of shape at the moment, and what's worse, if I have a really bad result, I've got to share it with all you guys too. Now I'm going to do this on erg mode, which means that the app changes the resistance of the trainer on its own. Start test. Right, well, I'm going. Oh, it gives me my target watts and how long I'm meant to hold them. I have to just hold 100 watts for 5 minutes, so even I can do that. On my iPhone, it's talking me through what I need to do over the next 25 minutes. This bit's alright. I feel like the watt bike's putting the power up a bit too much with each step. It's making me have to keep my cadence down. I don't want it down. Try and get my cadence up a bit. So if I get my cadence up, I go over the power I'm going to be on. Oh, there we go, it's settled a bit. I think around 90 is probably perfect. I'm at 87. I naturally have a fairly slow cadence, but I'm trying to bring it up a bit. Oh god, I'm already nervous about my result. Everything feels hard at the moment. Well, I'm just getting up to 200 watts here. Over this, I guess things will start becoming more difficult. My heart rate's now at 139 BPM. Oh, I wish I put the fan on, I'm really hot. So my target now is my FTP. So I've got to hold 222 for a minute and then see how much further I get past it. I'm so hot! 235. I previously held around here for 20 minutes, so I should be able to do this. 248. Weirdly, my heart rate's gone down again. Heart rate's definitely not working. minute. Oh shit. Damn. You see that? Oh mate, my FTP is so down. That's super disappointing. However, as I said at the beginning, I feel like my power's down. I've not been training properly to a training program because I keep being ill and then traveling. At least if I update my FTP to what's suggested, disappointing though that is, it means that going forwards I'll be able to complete my workouts properly in the zones that I'm meant to complete them in, and hopefully I can build back up to where I was before and higher. I'm going to have a cool down, go and have a maxi muscle shake, and yeah, back to training tomorrow, and I'm going to have to work hard. So, whilst I was cooling down, I had a little think about that test, and whilst not dwelling on the results, there is something really good about it. Because it's only a few minutes of real pain, I'm actually quite looking forward to training really hard for a month and then doing that test again in a month and seeing how I fare. Whereas with an FTP test, a standard one, or Sufferfest's 4DP test, the thought of it is so absolutely horrific and awful that I just don't want to do it again. I quite like this approach. Trainer Road's ramp test is something that I could incorporate regularly into my training plan, and then I could see real progress, which would really motivate me. I mean, at least I hope I would see real progress. If I keep backsliding, then that's really going to put me off. I'll just give it all up and spend my time mountain biking. But I'm glad I did it. It's not the result I wanted, but I would have been surprised if I got a good result, so there you go. And I've got something to work towards for next month. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching that little video. Why do I do these things? No, it's because I like it, I like it. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Leave me any comments below, give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you like. That always really helps me out. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye!